So Trudeau Chief of Staff Katie Telford to testify on foreign interference at committee. The Liberals have agreed to allow Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's Chief of Staff to appear at a House of Commons committee next month to answer questions about foreign interference in Canadian elections, ending a 2-week standoff by Liberal MPs. Katie Telford will testify for 2 hours during the second week of April at the Procedure and House Affairs Committee, where Liberals were engaged in a lengthy filibuster. A motion to call her finally passed on Tuesday morning. So yeah, filibuster is just kind of a fancy word for saying they were wasting time. And quite the drama that went down last week that led up to her finally testifying. Which, by the way, they're saying the date I got is between April 3rd and the 13th that she'll be testifying. To me, it's just like, this is giving her time to memorize her story, for her to be coached on what to say, and it worries me. At the same time, you know, I'm looking forward to it because I don't think I've ever seen her speak publicly. Maybe I have, I'm just not too familiar with her. Her name really didn't resurface for me until last week, until, you know, when all this came up. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure. So I'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, so yeah, let's kind of backtrack how this kind of came to be. So they were kind of fighting over this, couldn't get Trudeau to allow her to testify, and essentially the opposition party were putting it to the NDPs, Jagmeet Singh, that if he didn't side with them, it was going to paint the NDPs in a bad light because they're just attached to the hip to the Liberal Party. So, and I'll share this video with you, but Jagmeet Singh came out and said it publicly, said, Justin Trudeau, if you don't stop playing games, I'm going to vote with the Conservatives. Now, when this went out, so many of my friends were just like, so awesome, like Jagmeet finally grew a pair. He finally is showing courage. Well, it's not courage. It's not courage. He was cornered. He was feeling forced by the opposition party because it was going to make him look bad if this interference comes out and he was shown as defending the Liberal Party. That was a bad look for him. So as much as Jagmeet thinks he's pressuring Trudeau, he was the one being pressured. But it is the right thing. It's the right thing that he chose to do. But it wasn't because of courage. I'll put it that way.
If Justin Trudeau doesn't stop the obstruction that's going on in committee, if Justin Trudeau doesn't allow his Chief of Staff to testify, we will force him to do so by voting with the Opposition Day motion. We're going to make it very clear that we believe in doing everything possible to make sure Canadians have their questions answered so we can restore confidence in our electoral system. Donc aujourd'hui, je veux dire...
So that just kind of shows how much power and sway that the NDP had as the coalition of the Liberal Party. It's kind of crazy how they were able to do that. Now, again, I don't think this is him being courageous or being a leader in any sense, because I really think this is just him being pressured and cornered. But it's pretty incredible that they had this amount of power to make Trudeau make a move. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be interesting. These next few weeks, I think, are going to be pretty interesting, entertainment worthy. That's for sure. See, again, I don't know too much about her. I just know it's his Chief of Staff, and if she did know about it, why wasn't she blowing the whistle earlier on? So that's another red flag. But again, we'll see how she handles herself under oath. Now, I don't know what that means to anybody anymore. I know they put their hand on the Bible because that supposedly helps them tell the truth. But we've definitely seen over the years people lying under oath. So we'll see. But I guess the advantage to that is that it can be used against them because it's on the record and under oath.